to all the Sagittarius and welcome to your monthly reading for July 2020. It's a general reading so it won't resonate with everyone. Take what does and leave what doesn't. There'll be specific love relationship readings coming out in the middle of the month, so hit the notification bell if you want to hear those. This is a general reading for just the energy for July. Might still be love, but could also be finance, business, work, home, friends. Just how Sagittarius is feeling just now. So you've got death in reverse. So you're feeling that something's not changing at the moment. The Five of Cups reversed. Feels like you're not being able to move on from something at the moment. At the end of the month I'm giving away a free personal reading. If you're interested in that, make sure you subscribe, leave a comment below so I know you're interested, and hit the like button of the video. The zodiac sign video with the most likes I'll pick a winner from. And hit the notification bell so you'll hear when I announce the winners and also receive future readings. And you can also find me on Facebook, details in the description box below, at Sky Rose Tarot, where I post daily oracle cards, giveaway offers for readings, and do flash weekly readings, so come over and see me there as well. So death with the Five of Cups. Feels that your mood's quite heavy at the moment, quite dark feeling. It does feel that straight off the bat some of you are dealing with a third party heartache, and it feels as if you are the outside party, and you're recognising that nothing's going to change. Whoever you're dealing with is staying put. That's just for some of you. But there's definitely this sense that you really want something to change, majorly change. You really want a major change to be happening. And you thought you've put in, Five of Wands in reverse, you thought you'd put in all the foundations, all the work. You think you were really trusting in something to change. You've been putting in a lot of energy, been waiting quite patiently, waiting for fate to turn in your favour, it feels. And you're starting to recognise in July that you're not sure it's going to change actually. You've got the Six of Pentacles. It feels that you thought you were going to start to feature more in someone's life than you have been. So you were in a situation that you've worked very hard to get, but you've been very patiently waiting for something to change. You were expecting a big change, and that that attention would come more onto you. And you're starting to realise that you're not going to win this one as such, that things aren't, the time that you're asking isn't going to be divided out as fairly as you wanted. So in a work situation, it could be that you were hoping for a promotion that you've been working really hard for and you thought was a sure thing, and you're starting to realise, do you know what, actually that's not going to happen, that's not what's going to be offered to me. Or if it's in a love situation, it does feel that you've been waiting for somebody to choose you that you thought was going to choose you, and you're starting to think, I'm not sure that's going to happen, I think they're staying put. And it's making you decide that you need to cut your losses. So the Wheel of Fortune again. You really trusted in something. You've put your trust and your energy into a situation with complete expectation that it was your fate and it was going to work out for you. And in July you're starting to feel that this isn't going to happen for you. This is what you feel. It doesn't mean it's not going to happen. You're starting to feel it's not going to happen, and it will just be dribbling on as it has been, not changing, and it's making you decide that actually you're better than that. It feels almost that you're getting your confidence about a situation and you're deciding if it's not going to give me what I want it to, I'll go somewhere else. I'll cut that part out of my life. So as I say, if it's with a job situation, it could be that you've decided, well, I'm not, if they can't recognise my worth, I'm out. And in a love relationship, if they're not going to choose me over the other person, I'm out. Because you're feeling very unhappy. There's a very heavy feeling here. You've got the sun reversed for how you're feeling. And this whole dark feeling here. So it's weighing heavy on you. How's the other side feeling? So the other side might be a person, it could be the situation, it could be the job, it could be home life. It doesn't feel like home life as such. The other side is aware that you're unhappy. And they're not stopping you going at the moment. They're aware that you're not happy with this situation. This could be because you've told them already that you want them to choose you, or that you think you're the one for the pay rise. 9 of Wands here. But they know that you're not happy. They know that you're about to walk away. It feels like you're ready to be back in the driver's seat and you want to start being triumphant because you're not feeling it just now. It's quite a sad feeling. But as July goes on, you're starting to focus on, with these cups, you've been looking at all these spilled ones here, and you're about to start looking at these full cups that you've not been looking at. Because you have lost your confidence. From this, you've lost your confidence. This not being... It's almost like you feel that you weren't enough for someone to change something for. Or you weren't enough for them to choose you. It feels that as July goes on, you're going to start to get that self-confidence back in yourself, and remembering that actually whether someone else wants you or not doesn't depict your worth. And you've got the Death card upside down here, so you've got 2 Death cards in reverse. You've got 2 Death cards in reverse. The Death card is the card that you're looking to end something, the cycle ending, and this is saying you're really recognising that whatever's been making you unhappy, it's not going to change. This unhappiness, staying where you are going to stay unhappy. You thought it was fated, you trusted in it. You've been so patient, and now you're almost deciding, I can't wait any longer because I no longer believe this is going to happen. And it's starting to weigh you down. So you've got 2 9 of Wands here as well, 1 in reverse, 1 not. So the people, they know you're off. With this 9 of Wands in reverse, they know you're not sticking around. You're not waiting. So here you were, this way up, and you see you just patiently waiting. Waiting. But it's turned around. So these 2 cards here. So are the people who are supporting at this time in your life, or the person you're about to walk away from, they know it's coming. So looking at Sagittarius hopes and fears. July seems to be a month for so much change for everyone. So the 3 of Wands. Yes, you're not making plans with this person anymore. You're not waiting around. All this company, this business, this boss, you're not making plans anymore. You're walking away. And here you are. Off you go. And I don't think you're going to look back. You're off to find your happiness again. It's time for you to turn your sunshine back round. So just looking at the outcome for July, the Page of Cups in reverse. You've had enough of being part of a third party, a spare cog, a spare wheel, not being appreciated. Ace of Swords, and you're cutting them out. You're cutting them out, you're cutting the job out, the person out, the situation. Not doing it anymore. And the Empress. But you are, it's going to be the right choice, it feels. It feels that this is really what your heart's asking you to do. All this this patient waiting, it's brought this heavy, you know, this unhappiness, this darkness to you. And I think once you cut this situation out of your life, once you end this cycle with your swords and you put a stop to it, you'll be ready to step into your Empress power. So it's not gender specific. The Empress just talks of growth and fertility, expansion. So your Page of Cups. So although you're going to walk away, it's not an easy decision. You're not feeling happy about it. To get to this Empress feeling, you're not running away. You're not running away from it, dancing and leaping in joy. It's caused you some anguish, but it's not a choice. It's decided for you. Or you've come into July already deciding it, and that's what you're feeling heavy about. It feels that maybe you're even in the midst of the cutting of it. July feels like it might actually be the cutting. So just now, so in the June energy, just now, it might be that you were making the decision, and now you're doing the cutting. So many people cutting things out in July. There's a real, you really feel the world coming awake again. Just the Ace of Swords. Some more information on the Ace of Swords here. So the Star in reverse. Yeah, this is not your wish come true. You're not a waiter. Why should you wait for anyone? You're really stepping into your own power and understanding your worth. We have the Empress and Temperance. So you're taking back your growth and your balance in your life. You feel that you're trusting. You really trusted in this situation, but you're trusting your gut. You're trusting your gut now. Your gut's telling you to cut this situation because it's not your wish fulfillment. The Star here, this is your wish card, and it's not your wish. Your wish is not to be sitting around waiting for somebody else. Yeah, so it feels that you're definitely walking away and into your Empress energy, which is great. But potentially July might feel a sadness. Not a huge amount of sadness. It feels like the sadness has almost already happened, and now it's just the realisation that it's time to walk. It's time to move on. Walk into your Empress power. So that's what I have for you. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and hopefully see you back in August and we can find out how you've gotten on. Have a good month.